Hi everyone. Today we are going to discuss a new interesting workflow of multiple Flux Loras. In our past videos we have experimented with single LoRa image generation, but if you want to train multiple Flux Loras on multiple different characters or real people and generate an image which has both the people in it, this is one of the ways you can create the workflow. So the goal was to create a sort of memory lane with myself and my wife all through the years from our 20s to 30s. um, and for this, what I did is I initially trained the Flux Loras using PyTorch on Jarvis Labs on both our images, which ranged like each of our image set consisted of 30 different images ranging over a period of 10 years, so that there is a high dynamic range in terms of how the images can be generated. And then what I did is, since this is a Flux workflow, there's a generic load diffusion model, dual clip loader, and load VA that we are loading here. And what I did is, instead of loading all the LoRa's in series, what happens if you load LoRa's in series is that both the LoRa's will affect the output image, which means all the characters that are there in the image will have the combination of both the LoRa's, and that is not something that we want. We want each person's LoRa to have the consistent look of each face, and they should not mix with the features of each other. So what I've done is, at the beginning I took the power LoRa loader, where I have loaded both my LoRa as well as my wife's LoRa that has been trained. And initially, for the first one, I just toggled my LoRa and switched off my wife's LoRa, and put the strength of 0.95 because that was working out good. And then that is sent through a clip text encode, which explains the scene and the characters individually. The scene is a studio family portrait, and this, like, what kind of lighting, camera appearance, and all of that is mentioned. And then this is Karthik is my LoRa, and this is my wife's LoRa, and I have explained what each of these characters should do. And these clip text encoders are now going to the K sampler via Flux guidance. And in the K sampler, these are the settings. We have 25 steps, CFG is 1, DPM PP sampler, and SGM uniform scheduler. And and then we are passing it through a VAE decode and upscaling it to get a generic image. Now you can see that in this image both the faces are like mine. Like, even my wife's face is getting generated from my LoRa, so both of the faces, the facial features are same. Now what we are going to do is take this image as the input for the second part of our workflow, wherein we'll be just masking out the area of my wife's face and putting and passing that mask through my wife's LoRa, so that only the face part is in-painted. So for that, what we are doing is, we are firing up a grounding Dino SAM segment anything set of nodes to mask it. So the model here is SAM with H, grounding Dino. Then inside grounding Dino, we are putting the prompt as face. And what it does is, it identifies both the faces of the people and creates a mask around both the faces. Now I don't want both the faces to be changed. I only want my wife's face to be changed. So what we are doing is, we are cropping the mask using a crop mask node, and it is actually filtering my wife's face, and that wife's face mask is then passed into VAE encode for Inpainting, and the pixel image is actually the main image. The mask is my wife's face, and VAE is coming from the VAE node. So what it does is, it will keep the rest of the image constant and only inpaints the area of my wife's face with the new LoRa, that is my wife's LoRa, that we'll be going passing. And we have grown the mask by 30, just so that the feathering is good and it merges with the background smoothly. And then we are again passing this through the K sampler. Before that, what we are doing is, we are also loading the power loader again, wherein my LoRa is now switched off and my wife's LoRa is toggled on, and that passes through a clip text encode where the scene setup is still mentioned as the same. I have removed the prompt that was used for my face, and only included my wife's LoRa, the prompt. And now this prompt is going into the Flux guidance and into the K sampler with the same settings again, and it is passing through the decode node, and then we are doing an upscaling. So this is the workflow with which we can generate two people. And I just wanted to show you the outputs. So we wanted to create a memory lane, as I said, of both of us over the years. So this is an imaginary situation where we were in a neon lit pub in our 20s during our college days. This is how I used to be without a bun and all. And then I was in a music band. She was also in a music band. So we thought, why not, create a image of us performing together. Again, this is at an age of 23, 24, I'm guessing. And then this is at an age of 27, 28, where we became a bit big. And this is how I actually look right now, and we both look like this right now. And then we like to travel. We travel a lot. So this is one of the pics from our Himalayan imaginary tour. And then one final traditional image of both of us in a traditional setting after marriage. This would be at the age of 30. So I also wanted to play with ages. And that is why I loaded a lot of images of ranging around 10 years of each of our lives. So that's about it. Please share your feedback. Hope you like it. Thank you.